Bonjour YouTube, j'espère que tu passes une belle journée, que tes parents sont enceintes et que le sable est en bonne santé. Bienvenue sur l'épisode 4 de Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Aujourd'hui, quatrième affaire, quatrième enquête. Tu choisis le mot que tu veux, je n'en ai absolument rien à foutre, d'accord? Affaire, enquête, bon, on va pas non plus tergiverser du cul pour chier dans un violon. Voilà. La quatrième enquête s'appelle le manoir de l'abbaye. On a reçu une lettre de l'Estrade qui nous disait qu'il y a eu un meurtre dans la nuit. On va voir de quoi ça s'agit tout de suite. Allons euh, à l'abbaye Grange. Voilà, tout simplement. Bon, bien énervé, hein.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Alors, on a des petits tableaux.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall. Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Là, on a un giga daddy. Alors, tu peux interagir sur le tableau. Jeu de 2014.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Ok.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had hurt them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more, When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Ok. Kangourou et émeu. Robe élégante. J'ai cru qu'il allait commenter sa poitrine et j'allais dire Sherlock.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship?
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir. As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Mhm.
My mistress is very tired. Can't you allow her to her room?
Of course. Une affaire de famille, les Randall récidivent. Il y a moins de 2 semaines, l'infâme dynastie de cambrioleurs qui porte le nom de Randall a refait parler d'elle en commettant une intrusion aussi violente qu'efficace dans l'un des foyers les plus aisés de Sydenham. La police traque déjà les malfaiteurs, mais les détails de ce crime, y compris le nom de la victime, demeurent confidentiels. Un témoin a été en mesure de fournir une description précise des 3 individus, ce qui permettra sans doute à la police de compléter son profil de cette famille délinquante. À cette occasion, cher lecteur, nous aimerions prendre d'une part la liberté de rappeler le danger que représente cette clique, et d'autre part le temps d'en diffuser la description qui nous a été communiquée. Le gang, qui s'étend sur 2 générations, commet ses méfaits depuis de longues années. La quarantaine, cheveux gris, Jack Randall, le pater familias est de taille et de carrure moyenne. Cerveau des cambriolages, il contrôle étroitement ses 2 fils d'âge similaire mais d'apparence bien différente. William Randall, l'aîné, est grand et large d'épaules avec une tête à la petitesse disproportionnée. Quant à Melvin Randall, le cadet, il est plus chétif et maigrelet. Le gang est recherché non seulement pour ses fréquents vols et effractions, mais aussi pour sa carrière particulièrement violente dans la piraterie avant de revenir en Angleterre. Prudence, cher lecteur, et puissent vos objets de valeur échapper à leurs griffes.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article. A trapper's hut. This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one? So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Hop là, on vole la photo. Super Sherlock. Putain, les mouches là.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it. Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
On va le défoncer. Hein.
Let us try to open this safe. This safe
Ah.
can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Pas très sécurisé si vous voulez mon humble avis.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal. Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Sir Eustace, votre état physique et mental ne laisse pas de m'inquiéter. Vous présentez plusieurs signes de décompensation hépatique. À notre dernière rencontre, vous aviez les yeux injectés de sang et la peau jaunâtre. Une certaine odeur dans votre respiration laisse penser à une tumeur du foie. Viennent ensuite ces abcès aux poumons dont nous avons parlé. Les crampes aux jambes que vous m'avez décrites sont provoquées par une altération du système nerveux, elle-même causée par un excès d'alcool. Il en va de même pour vos convulsions. Lors de votre examen, votre foie présentait une rigidité excessive, caractéristique d'une cirrhose en pleine évolution. Vous présentez en outre des symptômes d'acide, fluide dans la cavité péritonéale, d'où ces ganglions à l'estomac. Vos douleurs au flanc gauche sont révélatrices d'une maladie pancréatique qui peut déboucher sur une pancréatite aiguë, sévère aux conséquences mortelles. Votre mal peut constituer un risque pour autrui. Vos abus d'alcool inhibent votre self-control et aiguisent votre agressivité. Je me tiens à votre disposition pour vous aider à y remédier. Il existe en effet divers traitements envisageables.
Oh, what a horrible thing to...
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
Ok.
Oh, what a horrible...
My mistress is very tired.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Très bien.
A hunter's cabin. A hunting scene.
On aère un peu, hein, parce qu'avec le cadavre, bon, voilà.
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
Ah, il recommence à tout répéter. Ça va mettre en rogne mes gantés.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon-Ségur. French wine. Grand Cru. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
Il répétait la même description des tableaux et je me suis dit que ça allait te faire câbler.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear. These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen. An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. A bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there. The hunting scene. A deer hunt. A fur trader's cabin.
Le panard.
A formidable weapon. The head was cracked with the force of the blow. That must be the murder weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation. It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me. A fur trader's cabin. Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me. This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to. Antique hunting weapons.
Ok. Bonjour. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, lui?
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
Ok. Moi, je vais chercher parce que je pense que tu fais mal ton travail comme t'es de la police. Et elle fait quoi, mégantée? Ça joue à Overwatch? J'ai cru voir que tu étais en train de jouer avant que je lance le live. Ça joue à Mario Kart. Allez! Ah ouais, hein. Madame a une Switch 2. Toby!
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope. The fibers from this cut appear to be different. The fibers from this cut appear to be different. If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Hop. Je sais pas moi. Ah oui, mais ça fait pas sens du coup. Hop. Je vais enculer la mouche qui est en train de me coller.
Search, Toby.
Moi le chien. Oh, on joue le chien. Meilleur moment du jeu.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Et après ils sont repartis.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it. The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Good dog. Good boy.
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it? The bucket can be easily removed. I need a hook. The wheel handle is old and rusty. It seems to be used infrequently. If only I had something with which I could lift that object.
Très bien, il me faut un crochet. Capitaine, capitaine.
This hook might be useful. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
C'est super, Sherlock.
silverware. This is hardly a coincidence. The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Mais pourquoi la jeter dans le puits?
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery. There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
En vrai, là pour l'instant mon guess c'est que c'est pas les voleurs mais c'est que c'est elle qui a tué son mari parce qu'elle souffrait de violence conjugale.
We found your mistress's
Avec
silverware.
possiblement l'aide
Oh,
de sa
that's
servante.
news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Voilà, accident conjugal. Sir Eustace est mort accidentellement suite à un différend conjugal. Lady Brackenstall et sa femme de chambre ont commis ce crime en état de légitime défense. Nous avons jugé inutile de jeter l'opprobre sur cette pauvre femme. Lady Brackenstall et sa femme de chambre ont tué Sir Eustace et tenté de maquiller leur crime. Elles méritent d'être traitées comme des criminels. Non, on va absoudre.
Ladies, I know the full story. You are both guilty, are you not?
Mr. Holmes, I can explain everything.
No, madam, he's bluffing.
It is no use. Your husband was a violent man, a cruel man. Your argument last night ended tragically, with him stumbling and falling, fatally striking his head upon the fireplace grate. However, your mise en scène to divert suspicion was unnecessary. You should have admitted the truth.
The truth is often subjective, Mr. Holmes.
Not to me.
What will you tell Inspector Lestrade?
He will find nothing, as he handed the case over to me. Farewell, ladies. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Ah, c'est pas ça? Et en plus, il me manque deux indices. Ok, bah on va voir du coup, c'est quoi les indices qui me manquent. Il me manque deux.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Please leave my Mary alone. She's suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
Qu'est-ce que... Soit c'est quelque chose que j'ai loupé, soit c'est plutôt...
A hunter scene. The Brackenstall family appear to be preoccupied with hunting.
Ok. Chercher des marins suspects. Mais où ça?
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all.
Oh, what a horrible thing.
Après, c'est peut-être pas elle qui l'a tué, mais c'est peut-être elle qui a commandité le meurtre.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
L'arrivée du Rock of Gibraltar, retour d'un navire. Le Rock of Gibraltar, vraquier de la ligne Adelaide, Southampton, Londres, Cunard Building, James Street, Londres, revient après un périple de 6 mois en Inde, Nouvelle-Zélande et Australie. Le navire amène en Angleterre Miss Mary Fraser, héritière d'une famille de propriétaires terriens qui ont fait fortune dans les mines d'étain en Australie. Cette demoiselle qu'on nous assure ravissante est actuellement fiancée à Sir Eustace Brackenstall, l'un des plus riches gentlemen du Kent.
Here it is. The shipping company, the Adelaide Southampton London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist. Brave Toby.
Ok.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
your service, Mr. Holmes?
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Where the fuck did he put it?
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
D'accord.
This list shows the senior
Oui, oui, oui,
officers.
oui, oui, oui. Mange mes couilles un peu, s'il te plaît.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Oui, mais il y en avait... Oui, là.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him. Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Capitaine Croquet.
Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Belle barbe.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right, if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Ok. Bon, du coup, j'ai les deux indices qui me manquaient. Maintenant, est-ce que... Bah, le truc, c'est que... Par rapport aux documents... Ah ouais.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her. for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations.
Tiens, on aurait pu le laisser se suicider,
Captain
lui.
Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox Dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Et ben voilà. Une affaire rondement menée. On a été juste. C'est intéressant le fait que cette affaire ait duré à peine 1 heure alors que les autres ont duré 2 heures. Et on ne va pas s'en plaindre.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, how ever did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, Admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Très bien. Tragédie à Kew Gardens. La 5e affaire. On a gardé une fourchette de la précédente affaire, très bien. Alors, que dit la conclusion? Cher monsieur Holmes, j'ai fini par trouver le courage de vous écrire. Les mots me manquent pour vous témoigner ma gratitude. En ce jour fatidique, j'ai cru ma vie gâchée. Mais tout à la fois, je me suis aperçu qu'une personne ici-bas m'aimait réellement et ne m'était pas non plus indifférente. Nous connaissons tous deux son nom, le capitaine Jack Crocker. Son amour m'a enfin donné une raison de vivre. Même s'il s'avère que nous ne pourrons être réunis, rien de tout cela n'aurait pu arriver sans vous, Mr. Holmes. Bien à vous, Mary Brackenstall. Très bien. Le télescope. Très bien, toujours cette vue, vraiment, je comprends strictement rien. Non, arrêtez! Je veux le chien.
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
Mon Sherlock Holmes préféré. Coucou, Clem.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours.
Oui, je crois que j'avais...
Gay.
Que je... Enfin... Je crois que je savais que c'était ton Sherlock préféré. C'était Holmes et Watson, je suis obligé... Non mais je suis d'accord. Je suis d'accord. On en a parlé vraiment dès la première affaire, les deux là, voilà quoi. Regarde comment ils se regardent là. C'est sûr. C'est ça. Ah. Regardez-moi ça là. Leur tête, ça fait presque un cœur, c'est magnifique.
A map of London.
Oui. J'ai lu tous les textes de Conan Doyle et je confirme. Allez! Moi j'en ai tellement lu... Ben j'ai pas lu beaucoup. Je crois que le seul truc que j'ai lu c'était... il y a très longtemps j'ai lu The Hounds of Baskerville et je crois que c'est le seul texte que j'ai lu.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Charles Augustus Milverton. Ça me dit absolument rien, tiens.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Let us find someone who could help us.
Bon, en tout cas, il faut qu'on mette fin à cette VOD là pour YouTube, puisqu'on vient de finir l'affaire numéro 4, qui était plus courte que les autres, mais qui était très cool. Au final, c'est pas parce que c'est plus court que c'est moins bien, au contraire, hein, par rapport à l'affaire, l'enquête numéro 3 d'hier, là, dans le temple romain, là, qui m'a pris la tête. Et YouTube, on te fait des bisous, si consenti bien sûr, et puis on se retrouve pour l'épisode 4, 4 ? Non, 5 du coup. L'épisode 5 de suite.